James Melly. A sophomore from Woburn, Mass. Number 6, Gabriel De Silva. A senior from Dracut, Mass. Number 7, Brendan Davis. A junior from Brockton, Mass. Number 9, Vanilton Xavier. A senior from Quincy, Mass. Number 11, Aaron O'Toole. A freshman from Warwick, Rhode Island. Number 13, Landon Piccolo. A freshman from Peabody, Mass. Number 15, Kyle Laboyo. And a senior from Dartmouth, Mass. Number 19, Dylan Senra. Your Vikings are coached by Matt Correa and assisted by Alex Carvajal, Mike Scribellis, and Chris Jimenez. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Salem State and the Mascot promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of the competition. Consumption of alcohol and smoking of any substances is strictly forbidden. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jess Burton. Welcome to Alumni Field on the campus of Salem State University for today's men's soccer home opener between the Vikings and the visiting UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. The Vikings come into today's game 2-1 early on in the season, and the Corsairs 0-3, still looking for their first goal of the season. Go ahead and check the starters for Coach Jason Burnett's Corsairs. In net is Jack Waterhouse. He has started 2 of the 3 games for the Corsairs. He was the second goalie in their middle game of the 3 that they have played. And he came in relief in that one. So he has been out there in all 3 that they've played.
Okay, I'll slide this one down a little.
They've been outscored 11-0 in their 3 games. In front of Waterhouse is Jacob Holland, Sam Gagner, Braden LeClaire, Brian Rivas, Joey Rafinha, Joey Paiva, Justin Petrillo, Jack Majori, Jed Tileman, and Leo Brites. And it's good to see the sunshine peeking through the clouds. It's been a dark cloud kind of morning here in Salem, and it would be great if rain holds off and we play under sunny skies. For the Vikings, Jonathan Chassie is in net, senior from Haverhill, Mass. Michael Flynn, Brendan Walsh, James Melly, Gabriel De Silva, Brennan Davis, Vanilton Xavier, Aaron O'Toole, Landon Pachillo, Kyle Lebau, and Dylan Senra are out there to start the game for the Vikes. Corsairs on the attack early. That shot is blocked. The attempt taken by Brian Rivas, a senior on the Corsairs roster. A good defensive stand for the Vikings on the first possession. A high seas battle here today between the Vikings and the Corsairs. Corsairs going to look to pirate a win from the Vikings. But again, they've been the ones that have been looted early on here in the season to the tune of an 11-0 lopsided goals against the goals scored statistic for the Vikings. They fared much better through their opening 3 games. Their loss coming in the middle game to Suffolk, a 1-0 loss. But they're coming off a 2-1 win over Eastern Nazarene. They won 4-0 in their opener at LaSalle, and 3 games on the road to start the season, and coming out with a 2-1 record is pretty good. And that's the way that you're going to have a successful season if you can start that way. Let's see if the Vikings can jump on the Corsairs early here. The women's Vikings team started with 3 home games as the Vikings men won away. Vikings head coach Matt Correa.
About 25.
He's assisted by Alex Carvajal, Mike Scarbillis, and Chris Jimenez. Just ran by Coach Correa before the game started. He was hoping for big things today from Vanilton Xavier. Xavier, striker number 9 up front. They're going to look to get him the ball, maybe right here. He does get there first along the far sideline, and he's able to play it, keep it in bounds. It's cleared out, and that'll set up the first corner kick of the afternoon. That's my mistake. Deep throwing. Ends up being played back to midfield where James Melly heads it towards the sideline. Michael Flynn in a foot race against the Corsair attacker, who sends it middle. Turned away by Brendan Walsh, wearing number 3 for the Vikings. And Walsh steps in again to make the play, take it away from the attacker, and sends it long. Here's Xavier. But the goalie gets there first. It's a terrible exit pass, pops straight up in the air with backspin. And Walsh is all over the place here early on. He'll get it back here on the sideline. He'll go one-on-one with the defender and beat him, and it splits the 2 players with the pass. O'Toole's taken down. Excuse me, that's Landon Pachillo taken down. Trying to get to the pass. No whistle. Jack Waterhouse will have a chance to punt it away. So the 11 goals allowed, Waterhouse has allowed 7 of them. Their middle game of their first 3, the Corsairs, was against Roger Williams. They lost 6-0. Kellen Porter started that game, allowed 4 goals, where Waterhouse came in for the final 16 minutes and allowed 2. Didn't make any saves. They have goaltending issues. We're scoreless 5.5 minutes into this one. And this whistle goes against the Vikings and Xavier. Headed down to the turf and flipped up in the air off the side of Aaron O'Toole's foot and forward. That was a nifty move, and O'Toole just continues his momentum and has the ball. Leaves it for Xavier. Drops the defender, and from the turf, the defender makes a play on the ball. Gabe De Silva with the steal. Some space to work with. Leaves it for O'Toole on his left.
On the ball, Walsh.
Corsairs win the challenge on the sideline. Then it goes out of bounds off of them. Senra quickly throws it in to the defense. It's Flynn. De Silva. A lot of space on the near side of the field. They'll work with it. Comes to Walsh. Vikings cross again. Flynn very patient with it. Now right at the center circle to Xavier. Jumps up for the trap, and he's called for the hand, or the ball hit his arm. I'm not sure about that. Ref's a lot closer than I am. That looked like a clean chest trap. But you can hear Matt Correa say, just keep your hands down. So he must have seen it. Despite the odd weather that we've had this morning, deciding whether or not it's going to rain, it has been one thing consistently, and that is humid. That does not seem like it's going to subside at all until we really get into the stormy weather this week. It's going to be hot down there on the turf for these guys this afternoon. Senra plays it from midfield to Xavier. Is he on sides? They play on. Staying with it. And Waterhouse out to wrap it up. Xavier using that big body to box up defenders. Got by the one trying to work on him from the turf. Just couldn't get a shot off his foot. He's a big guy out there. So Aaron O'Toole is tall, and Xavier lined up next to him in the starting lineup. Had a few inches on him. So Xavier trying to fill that position that they sorely missed last year from the absence of Kendi Prince, freshman who left following his freshman year, the year prior to that. He was a scoring machine. And then last year, they really didn't have anybody to fill that void when Prince left. And it looks like Xavier is going to try to do that job this year. It's a real good battle. And Brendan Davis able to stay with it. Davis transferred last year In his second year as a Viking, he was outstanding. He's wide open here, receives the pass, he shoots, saves made by Waterhouse. Davis able to let one rip with the defender right on him. Got it around that man. It was Jed Tyleman defending. Good shot. Better setup, probably. Perfect pass. Davis has got some space. Poor defense as well by the Corsairs not to mark Davis. Davis, one of the leading scorers from last season.
Switch it! Kyle, push it! Good ball.
Davis sends a crosser intended for Xavier. Xavier gets tripped up along the end line.
No ball!
And he'll milk that. Hopefully he's not really hurt.
Ah, that's a good job, bud. Good job.
But he is still down.
Good job, TD.
If he's really hurt, that's not a good sign. We're just talking about how important he was going to be, and both trainers are going to come out to him. Looks like at first one of those, soccer injuries in air quotes. Trying to bide some time maybe, but surprised to see him still down.
Yeah, good to see you. Big tackle.
It's definitely a hard tackle.
Right. Yeah. Sold the house yet?
Good to see Xavier up.
You look like you
He's
send
gonna
out.
walk off under his own power, but with a limp.
Oh, all right. Hold right up.
Hate to see that early on here. He'll start jogging back, which is good. He's back on the field like a hockey substitution. Senra stands strong and a long rolling shot with some speed behind it. Picked up by Chassis. Chassis, the senior keeper for the Vikings from Haverhill. Can't forget about Matt Huntsman, also on the team. He's the goalie last year. Looks like Chassis has won the starting job this year. He's gotten a start in the first 3 games. First 4 now. They also have Matt Ferreira, a
Good
freshman.
ball. Nice ball, Walsh. Yes. Walsh, good job. That's it, Kyle. Get this close to the goalie, see what he does. Come on, White. In the air, White. Kyle should be running outside here,
Flynn
Kyle.
will
Running
deliver
outside.
the kick here.
There you go. See how you drag him? Come on!
Really good ball, and sure-handed is
Drag the ball.
Waterhouse. Coming out of the net to snare it. 13 scoreless minutes between the Vikings and the Pirates. Foul goes the Corsairs' way on that one. They'll line it up from the logo. Ball right into the center of the box. Flynn with the first header. And bounces around. Senra gets a foot on it. Flip back middle and some contact from behind. Short discussion between the official and Brian Rivas. No intent to hurt or anything there. Some hard contact from behind.
Come here.
There's a hard tackle, but the referee right in front of it says it's clean. Joey Paiva, the one who made the initial play. And now we've got a whistle that'll turn it up the field the other way. Back and forth they go here. The game becoming more physical. 15 minutes in.
Nice ball.
Pass leads Xavier. Ends up with O'Toole. Flip to Xavier. Can't get a shot off. Forced to the sideline and out of bounds. The play made by Renquinha. Long throw. There was a push. The defense got away with right in the middle of the box. I mean, clear as day. Only way the Corsairs player was able to play that throw in was because of the push. Sneaky Corsairs. They take it away again here. Sliding in. The hard play continues. Joey Paiva, not afraid to get physical. And neither is Jacob Holland. And you know Aaron O'Toole mixed it up. O'Toole, that's one rip. Just wide. Got some firepower on it. Short restart pass.
Stay here, Kyle. Stay here. Good, Gabe. Keep going, Gabe.
Paiva, long pass into the center circle. Seth Lee, number 20 for the Corsairs. Can't shake free of the defender. And it is getting hot out here. Dark clouds have moved out. The Vikings, for a moment, looked like dark clouds might move in on them. This is a good attack by the Corsairs, kept in by Walsh, or attempted to. He chested it, could not bicycle kick it back in play, and that will be the first corner of the game. And it will go to the Corsairs. .27.5 minutes to play here in the first half. And the corner kick is in the air. Headed away by Xavier. Kept in the box. There's some space. The shot's off, and it's saved. Renquinha wants it back.
Sometimes you're gonna ask for the ball, but they don't find you.
Requena will run back beyond midfield to his defensive position. Thinking about that one. He had some space and he put it right on Chassis. Vikings defense showing poise and patience. Now they send it upfield, but there's nobody there for the Vikes. Wondering if Flynn thought that Xavier was going to head over that way. The pass went between Walsh's legs. It doesn't matter if anything happens after that happens to a defender, whether it's in soccer, basketball, hockey, whatever sport you can split a defender's legs with like that. It never feels good to be that defender. Nothing turned out on it there. I mean, the next pass was taken back by the Vikings, but you know for a second, because Walsh still looked up to the sky like, did that really just happen to me?
Switch the ball.
Center sends it forward.
Yeah, Kyle, there you go, Kyle. Switch it.
And we've got a whistle in front of the Corsairs bench.
Put it in the air, White. Come on, White. Pick it up, DD.
Here's a long pass. It sets up Davis. Chases it to the end line, crosses, center box, turned away. Sam Gagner there to stop it. Xavier was the one running far post who it was intended for.
Right, Kyle, get involved, Kyle.
Headed right back where it came from.
Put it across.
There's a shot, and it's off the side of the net.
That's good job,
Davis stabbed his foot out,
Kyle.
got a piece of it, and looked like it hit inside the net. It looked like it was goal number one. It was just on the outside. But the goalie, Waterhouse, stuck in the mud. Did not move an inch. And even the setup looked like it had a chance.
Keep coming, keep coming. Yeah, move up, keep moving up, Kyle. There you go, keep moving up. Go,
Xavier wide open behind the defense, and the door closes on him quickly. Couldn't control it cleanly, and Requena
good job. Nice vision,
in
buddy.
there.
Nice ball.
Long ball over the head of Xavier and De Silva, and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
That's it, Gabe.
Davis
Wow, good job, buddy.
was the
Good
third
job,
part
buddy.
of the trio in there, trying to head it in, and he might have caught a bloody nose.
Gabe, good job.
Yeah, Davis definitely caught the worst of that one. There's some contact with the keeper. Training staff hustles out. Stop the bleeding. Play will continue in front of him.
Keep going, Wally.
Burquinia towards the Vikings bench, and Senra called for the trip on Lee. The referee's trying to find Senra and give him a yellow card. You can hear the contact between Senra's cleat and the shin guard of Lee. That'll set up a free kick here for the Corsairs. It's a good ball. It's sent into the middle and headed wide near side of the net. And that'll take us to the 23-minute mark. Scoreless in the game. Probably not the start that the Vikings expected. I think they probably wanted to come out and jump all over the Corsairs offensively with the Corsairs goaltending issues they've had. They have not been able to do that. LaBelle throws it over the head of Chillo and out of bounds. The crosser is deflected up and behind the net. So it will be a corner kick for the Vikings, and that's their first. That might be a mistake. Here, a second.
Come on, Dylan, make it good. Come on, White, in the air, White. Don't foul, Wally, don't foul.
Senra yells out, go, sends in the air. Hunain right there for it. Couldn't get his head on it. Cleared back outside the box. Walsh will rip one on the ground. It hits the post, comes back to O'Toole, and it's in the trees.
Good job, White. Come on, White. Come on, Gabe. Come on.
Senra put it right where he wanted. Hunain, number 10 for the Vikes, had a chance at it. Went over his head. And Walsh had the best chance of the bunch. Off the post.
Switch it! Switch it!
Walsh has it back. A lot of green ahead. Tries to split defenders and can't. We're past the 20-minute mark. Or under the 20-minute mark, I should say. Here's a chance for Xavier. Tries to flip it to himself. He'll run it down on the end line. Sends it across. It's off the defender and up over the net. And oh my goodness, the Corsairs escaped that one. The Corsairs defender chasing Xavier quit on the play. Gave Xavier enough space to send a rocket across. deflected off the Corsairs defender and up over the crossbar onto the top of the net.
Young man, we
Just
ball boys.
missing.
Go, guys. Here to go, we're not winning. When we're winning, that's when we delay the game, you know?
Wow, that was close.
Come on, White.
Feels like the Vikings are knocking on the door. They just need someone to let them
Come on,
in.
make it good, Dylan.
Senra spins it, another good one, and there it is. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Wally Hunane. It's 1-0 Vikings.
Good ball, Dylan. Way to go, Wally. Way to go, Wally.
They didn't connect on the first one moments ago. This time they do.
Way to attack that here, Wally.
Senra to Hunane on the corner.
Way to attack that in the air, Wally. Good job. Come on, 0-0. Push up.
You could tell they were close.
Push up.
Exactly at the 18-minute mark.
Viking goal scored by number 10, Waladin Hunane. Assisted by number 19, Dylan Senra.
Hunane staying aggressive. Takes it away to the defender and gets tripped up. And that's going to be a card. Let's see if he goes to his pocket. He does. Number 13, that's Racuña. Yellow card for the 6'1" freshman defender.
Hey, put this away.
Center sent a great ball into the box.
Hey,
Whistle
Dylan,
came
watch
quick,
inside.
and there's a lot of discussion.
It's a good ball. That's it, Walsh.
We're going to do it again. Another whistle while this is in the air.
Control the game, ref. Not so much popcorn, big dog.
So Senra will get a third chance.
That's a good
Lays
ball.
it right in the middle.
That's a good ball, Dylan.
Pops up and over the net. A hard spinning ball laced into the middle of the box by Senra. The ball had too much momentum. Off the head of De Silva. And
Nice,
Silva
Wally. Good job, Wally.
checking to see if he's missing any hair on the top of his head after that one. I might have spun a few curls out.
Time.
Good patience shown by Labau. Sends it across. O'Toole trying to box out the defender. I'm on my third or fourth year trying to get this kid to come out for the basketball team with his height, his jumping ability, and he clearly knows how to box out. There's a rough tackle. It's going to go against Flynn. He was up on the back of Paiva. And now we've got a good crowd settling in this afternoon. I think maybe some people were reluctant to come out at first because of the way the weather was, but my goodness, it is hot and nice outside now, and it's going to be an enjoyable afternoon, it seems. What would make it more enjoyable? The Vikings win. 1-0 now. Just crossed 16 minutes remaining in the first half. Corsairs lining up here for a free kick in good position to strike for their first goal of the season, and it would be at a prime time here to tie the game.
There you go.
hard shot headed away by Melly. That's some serious whistle to it. And it sets up a corner. Second of the afternoon for the Corsairs. That one has real good spin on it. It's off, I believe, Raquinha and out of bounds. It may have been off Paiva. Either way, sets up a goal kick for the Vikings.
Come on, Eamon. Go, bud. Control the midfield. Let's go.
Chassis with a short pass across the box to get us started. Flynn runs into some bodies, so they get it back to the midfield and of the defense and go back to Flynn. Decide not to switch the field immediately.
There you go. Go.
Now he sends a little lofting pass forward.
Oh, unlucky. Oh, you got it.
It was trapped well, but Jason Casey couldn't get a lot on it moving forward. Vikings able to retain possession. Walsh sends it across. There's a trail out of bounds. Goal kick for the Corsairs.
That's a good play, Kyle. Nice play. Come on, White. In the air, White.
Played forward at midfield by Hunain. De Leon on the receiving end.
Cross!
Play caught up in front of the visitors' bench. Senra throws in.
Nice balls.
Walsh plays the cross. There's some space for John Vasquez, the freshman from Lowell, Mass.
Oh, lovely, bro, lovely. Oh!
Sent across, left foot. And Waterhouse out to make the play on a hop. Well played ball there by Casey. There's a poor goal kick with some spin that's aimed out of bounds. Casey lets it get there. Challenged by Brites. That one's off Brites right in front of us.
Leave it.
If it's your first time tuning in to one of our broadcasts, the camera is not a manually operated camera. It's a huddle camera. That's why it looks like it's wearing a hat at times, and it will stay with the movement of the players on the field and the ball. Sometimes it looks a little wonky. It's a 1-0 game on the Hunain goal off the corner from Senra. 23 minutes in.
Stay here. Nice, Eamon.
Excuse me, 27 minutes in.
Nice.
One hopper across, Casey's there, but it's wrapped up by Waterhouse. Corsairs still in search of their first goal of the season. They've lost games 2-0, 6-0, and 3-0. Trail 1-0 here to the home Vikings in their home opener.
Nice, Andy. That's it. Use it here. 1, 2. There you go. There you go. You got that.
Casey stays with it, gets his foot on it around the defender.
That's it, Salem.
Gets to the goalie.
Let's go, White. Let's go, White.
Shoot it.
DeLeon takes it away. Nine and a half minutes to play in the first half. Paiva blows a tire right in front of his own bench, loses the ball, it stays in play, opens things up for the Vikings, and Doku, Hunane in the corner, gets it out of there. Senra, good ball, just over the head of Casey. Leaping up for it. Back the other way come the Corsairs. And shut down by Flynn. Corsairs try to little three-man weave there. Couldn't connect with the first pass.
Yo, that's a good ball, bro. Good job. That's it, White. Shoot it. Don't be shy to shoot. You're forward. Go ahead, go.
Spun middle, where Flynn plays it in the air.
Let's go, White.
See if the Vikings can pick up some momentum here. It's Hunane, a little space to work with. Poked away. Wally able to stay with it. And cleared away.
Throw it on the foot.
And they're going to place the throw in for Vasquez as deep as you can possibly go. Headed out. Now it's a corner. And Dylan will trot over slowly and take his time, catch his breath. See if they can do it again. They've struck once from here. Senra to Hunane. Far post punched away by Waterhouse.
Good ball, Dylan. Again, that's you.
Flip
That's
middle.
You, Dylan. Time.
Over Casey.
Nice.
Back to him.
Yes.
Casey shoots. And it's past the far post. It never curled like he wanted.
That's a good shot.
Another well-played ball by Senra from the corner to the far post. He had a chance when he got it back. A nice little drop header pass to set Casey up. And they come up empty. But they make themselves a threat from the corner basically every time, or at least they have here today. And that's all you can really ask for. And their corner is the difference in the game. Now it's 6 minutes before halftime.
Put it inside. Stay here. Oh. Time.
Good ball by Casey. One-on-one race, and the Waterhouse and his defender collide. Gagner slides into him. Here's going to be a long shot that trails wide by Hunane. Initially, DeLeon was the attacker, number 23, that caused the collision between Gagner and Waterhouse. He got out of there unscathed. But luckily, so did Gagner and Waterhouse. Nobody injured on that play. Could have been a big-time collision, worse than it was. Both players seem to protect themselves. Pushing the back right at midfield in front of the official. Holland got away with one. Now he looks like he's holding on the far sideline. Jacob Holland getting away with looked like a couple fouls. Give the referee a Netherlands fan. Had enough time to sink in. This is Hunane. Stays in bounds. The Corsairs bench all wanted to be called out. Play continues. Here's a shot that skims across the turf right into the arms of Waterhouse. Easy save off the foot of Carpignini. Carpignini, another freshman on the Vikings roster. They are made up of mostly seniors and freshmen. 12 seniors, 8 freshmen, 6 juniors, 3 sophomores. They will lose a lot of experience next year. But the young talent looks promising from what we've seen here today. Almost through 45 minutes. Our first look at the Vikings this season here on Alumni Field. Senra heads it out of trouble. Of course, there's able to win it back. Barca just a little bit stronger than the defense.
Keep going.
Out of bounds, deep on the far sideline. It'll be the Vikings ball. Headed out. Center will walk up about 10-15 yards and throw it in again. Makes it about 15 with the little head start there. Keep going forward. Now going to be just outside the Corsairs bench for this one. Clock continues to move.
Switch it! Switch!
A minute and a half remaining.
Come on, quicker.
Waterhouse slides in to make the save. One minute.
Nice, good work.
Go white.
Taken away by the Vikings. They cross midfield.
Good call,
And
Ref.
foul
Good
called.
work. Put it in the box, Flynn. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, Flynn. 30 seconds. Put it in the box.
Come on, White. Let's go, White.
Put it in the box. That's a good ball.
Step
Attack
forward,
that. Oh, come
headed
on.
back.
That's a good ball, man.
15 seconds to play in the half. Flynn kicks it out of bounds. 5 seconds to play. Going to be a very late push here. And it looked like Flynn may have got away with a foul just outside the box. The referees let him play through it till the halftime buzzer. And at the end of 45 minutes, it is 1-0 Vikings on the Hunan goal on the center assist from the corner kick. We'll be back in 15 minutes. UMass Dartmouth still searching for their first goal. It would tie the game if the Vikings don't get one first. The Vikings in search of their third win of the season. 1 of the 2 is going to happen when we come back for the final 45. We'll see you in 15.
Last night was our first hostessing experience because Yeba and Carol came over.
This is what we actually came to see, right?
Wearing the same shirt, bro.
You know what's funny? We're getting late.
Are you guys able to count down to 10 seconds? Okay. Yeah. Just the 10 seconds, thanks. For the end of the half, right? Yeah. When there's 10 seconds left on the clock on the second half, you just count it down, please. If you could. I don't know if you have a microphone, right? Thanks.
Let's go, Gabe.
How are you? Not too bad. Is he supposed to? I mean, I would have.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jess Burton. Second half's about to get underway. Vikings lead 1-0. The Corsairs. Teams will switch ends. The Vikings will be defending the right side of the field. Corsairs defending the left side of the field. The goal scored 27th minute on the nose by Wally Hunain from Dylan Senra on a corner. And they'll have first touch here. Penalty Xavier, junior from Brockton, transfer. Will get us started. 45 minutes to the finish line. Here we go. Melly's kick drilled off the back of Matthias. Vikings will start with a throw in. Half a minute in here. We'll do it again. Right at midfield. Ball shoved to the turf. Not sure if Walsh was talking to the defender, shoved him, or referee. James Melly will trigger this restart. Very short. Touch back to him. Near side of the field with Senra. We get up close look at Senra's play here this half. Now we'll switch sides.
Yes, Devin.
That looked like it hit Xavier on the hand, but he got away with it. Sort of.
Good game.
Take over, but taken away from behind cleanly by De Silva. That was clean steal.
Good D, Gabe. Good D.
Cat burger. Painted on the end line, deflects off a couple players. That's tough to stay with visually. Despite the referee being right there, there's some argument from the Vikings that it was last touched by the Corsairs, but they're going to have a corner kick. Braden LeClaire sends it. Headed up. As it falls back down to earth, Nick Majori puts it wide of the net. A few minutes into the second half here. Walsh gets pushed.
They may need one of those extra balls on the other side. They'll get two.
De Silva finds it. Still loose. Shots off. Saves made. Pachillo with the shot for the Vikes. Waterhouse sure-handed. Miller keeps his eyes upfield. Pass over one-timer. Silva shakes his defender. Lead pass to O'Toole cut off. Another takeaway by De Silva. That's a handful of thefts now from De Silva. A few in the last couple of minutes that have just been nasty. Good move by Walsh. 50-50 ball center gets there and makes it a 51-49 ball. Got it to his teammate. Sent back where it came from. Walsh fighting with it. He gets tripped up, but it was late. Battle on the far sideline. Draws a whistle from the official. Will be Corsairs ball. Long time to set up. A long ball that goes in. And Cassie is hurt. A deep sea blast. The first goal of the season for the Corsairs is an absolute bomb. Chassis was down, holding his knee. Still looks gimpy. He got a hand on it. You could see it as soon as it left him.
Corsairs goal scored by number 8, Braden LeClaire. Unassisted.
Braden LeClaire, that it had a chance to go in. And he cashed it. We're tied at 1. I'm not sure anybody expected him to try to score from there. Man, wow. Beautiful looking ball. Perfect arc. Right over the head of Chassis. Best part about that, especially for the Vikings, that Chassis is okay. Headed into space right in front of the net. Back and forth. Tried to keep it alive, and now here's a breakaway for Paiva. He gets the shot off. Chassis makes the save. Flynn was in his pocket. Made the shot difficult. And he made it come off the left foot. Chillo is fouled as he rises up. Corsairs were scoreless through 3 games and a half here this afternoon. They have changed their fortunes, and now not only do they have their first goal, they are one more away from the lead. Possibly their first lead and win of the season. Trying to spoil the home opener for the Vikings. Vikings send it across from the corner. It's over the head of Xavier. Xavier doesn't seem to be giving much effort. Flipped up ahead. This is Leclerc, goal scorer. Momentum has seemed to shift here. Corsairs just look like they're playing harder. Feeling good after finally seeing it go in. Took them 315 minutes into the season.
Hey, lock him in! Wait, come on, slow the game. Lock him in!
Plus,
Slow the game.
315 plus. About 320, 321 for them to score the first goal. That was a lot of time to build up frustration. Now they feel like they can empty the tank a bit here. Probably.
Hey, double
Push called on Matisse. Walsh lets it fly. Off the Corsairs and on a hop to Waterhouse. We played 10 minutes. Lightning has struck for the Corsairs here. They've tied it. Here's Xavier trying to run it down. Also tries to lay a shoulder into Tileman. Comes up empty on both fronts. It will be a deep throw in for the Vikings. Like to see Xavier try to attack the ball more than try to lay that shoulder into the defender. He has the size to move people around without a lot of physicality. Paiva stays with it. And it's cut off by Melly. What a play. Sunset fast on Paiva on that one. He had tons of daylight. I'm not sure where he was going. This is lifted towards the corner. It's loose, and it's out of bounds. Chassis couldn't catch it cleanly, and it's a corner kick. Pivot should have let one go. All that space. But now they're going to have another chance. LeClaire spins it. Oh, punched away by Chassis, and luckily, because that was headed in. LeClaire bending it like Beckham on that one. Almost tucked it in the near post. I bet that movie came out before these kids were born. Some of them. David Beckham, phenomenal soccer player, one of the best ever. That movie, complete opposite. They stopped making soccer movies after that. Xavier with a chance. He's got to step on the defender. And it's out of bounds. It'll be a corner. See the way he was able to use his body to ward off the defender. After Gagner got a toe on it. And Xavier knew he was headed out of bounds. He was able to keep Gagner off it again. It's a bouncing ball, so Xavier really never had a chance to trap it cleanly. And here we go with Dylan Senra. One more time from the corner. Sends him. The emphatic go. Xavier got his head on it. Deflected away from the net. Then Walsh tried to send it back on net. Blocked into the stands. Play back to midfield. Lynn had trouble with it initially. Long pass to Senra. Didn't get to him. He made enough contact with Majori. Caused Majori to be unable to field it cleanly, and then the referee said it was off of Majori. Now that would be a throw in. If it was, things would even out. It was awful. Senra. Senra goes down hard. Screaming. But the foul goes against Dylan. Thought he broke something. Careful here. LeClaire puts it in the air. This one's short. Spinning. Majori can't find it. Took a strange spin off Silva's foot towards the sideline. Oh man. Brennan Davis, tissue and nose and all, shook the defender into the luggage over there. They're trying to get to Xavier. It skims off his head. It's a race to it. Waterhouse picks it up and avoids a big collision with a big man. Back to Waterhouse. Making the play tricky for himself. He gets away with it. Walsh tumbles to the turf and gets a gift of a call from the official. Home field call right there. 5 vocal for Corsairs. Can't believe the call. Well, Vikings will take it. They'll work with it. O'Toole will send it across. Great ball to the back post. Looking for Davis. It's off of one of the Corsairs to the corner. That one will stay in bounds on the sideline. Davis challenging and taken away by De Silva again. Another steal. Across to O'Toole. And offsides is the call.
Come on, White, stay up, stay up. Come on, White. Good D, Gabe.
We're very vocal about something. He said 4 and 18 minutes. I'm not sure what he's referencing. As players or at the rep? I assume not as players.
Shield!
Get me forward!
O'Toole heads that one. That one rung his bell a bit.
What? Oh, ball!
And De Silva called for a yellow card on the steal attempt.
Give him a red!
He's had numerous clean ones that would be highlight reel type thefts. He's called for a yellow on that one, but then stands in there and heads the ball away.
Come on, White!
Neither coach pleased with the officiating right now. There hasn't really seemed to be a standard for foul here today. There's been heavy contact let go, light contact called. And that's the worst spot you can be in as an official. Goal kick, despite the plea from the Corsairs attacker that it was off of the Vikings. And we'll have some substitutions, 3 new for the Corsairs, and Wally Human will replace Vanelson Xavier.
Hey, can we play short?
So Xavier, just under 20 minutes of run here in the second half. With little impact. Coach Matt Carrera was hoping that would be different here this afternoon. Had a long run, a lot of run in the first half as well. He had a shot attempt. Here's O'Toole, and he's going to try to get one off. Played all the way to the end line, and he was able to keep it in. And you know, again, O'Toole always ready to mix it up. And Holland a little bit extra. Senro took a chance. Falls into the arms of Waterhouse. Played 20 minutes here in the second half. Corsairs, their first goal of the season, have tied the game at 1. An absolute Oppenheimer-style bomb from LeClaire. Another opportunity inside the box. Petrillo to the turf as he took the shot. Looking to the official for help. Hunan might have got away with a hold there, and now we've got a whistle. It does go on Wally. Corsairs feeling it a bit. Momentum shifted to them when they scored. They seem to even out. playing harder. This time Leclerc chips it into the middle of the box. It's headed wide of the net and kept in bounds somehow. Small bobble by Chassis, but he holds on. Vikings trying to get the momentum back. Full force. Heard that, I was thinking the same thing. They haven't been able to really possess the ball. They had long possessions in the first half. It's not been the case here in the second half. Having strung passes together like we're used to seeing from the Vikings. General, clean steal. Up to Davis. Davis looking for space. Trying to chip the pass across to Hunain. Off the head of the Corsairs defender. Tackle made. We play on. Aaron has some space. Pass to Hunain. Excuse me, to Silva. Gabe trying to get back to it. He's going to stay in. Tool from the corner. And he puts it just by second base over there on the softball field behind the net. Paiva upset with his teammate, clearly.
Back there, ref, it's back there. Ref, it's back there. Please! Yes. Thank you, sir. Right here.
Vikings are bringing a couple subs on. Referee side here with back to the center up. Tries to pick up about 15 yards with the ball out of bounds. Some begging and pleading from the Corsairs. Convince the official of the correct spot. Couple casualties out there. Sent back to Chassis. He was run into by Paiva. Yellow card on Paiva immediately. Fourth yellow card of the game, 2 on either side. Paiva joins Ranquinha on the delinquent list for the Corsairs. Senra and De Silva.
I have a delivery from Georgia's Pizza.
For the Vikings.
I have 2 teams. This is for now. For 10 years too.
Long sailing ball. Right there by Casey, looking for a crosser. It's blocked. It will be a throw in.
That's not it, dude. That's the opposite way.
Less than 20 minutes left in the game. Long pass.
Never got there. Intended for Hunain. Whistle against Holland. He was sandwiched between two Viking players trying to work upfield. He gets called for foul. Referee stopped it.
Referee saw that he pushed /Hello. And no one can get there for the Vikings. And Davis gets taken down. Women's soccer was at Clark today. They lost 7-0. Women's volleyball victorious over Leslie. They're having a good start to the season. Field hockey lost 3-0 at Salve this afternoon. And we had a women's tennis game postponed, but it was a busy afternoon for Vikings athletics. Men's soccer team looking to make it 2-2 on the day for Vikings athletics. If they can put another one in the net, pick up a win here against the Corsairs. Here's a chance. Sky ball headed. And it's off of Holland. Corner coming. A good ball. It's going to be loose in front. Popped up. Cleared out. Heavy contact. Hunain gets flipped. And yellow card goes to Kyle Rhines. Walsh. That's too far. Much too far. Needed to take a lot off of that. Wasted opportunity for the Vikings. We remain tied at 1. 16:30 left. It has turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day. It is hot out here. Started with a massive rain cloud over Alumni Field. Had a few drops hit us, and that quickly cleared out into what has become a superb afternoon here in early September. Been about the hottest week, one of the hottest weeks of the summer here as supposedly fall is about to begin. If you live around here, you know the seasons are shifting. We're about to be into one of the hottest, maybe stormiest months of the year, and September's going to start feeling like July. Going to have a goal kick for Waterhouse and the Corsairs. Corsairs scoreless coming into the game, scoreless for the first half, scored 6 minutes into the second half to tie this one at 1. And you can no longer see the jersey number on the back of Aaron O'Toole's jersey. It looks like he slid into second base. He is covered in mud. Looks like back to when he was probably 4 or 5 years old, coming back in the house. Hunain gets undercut by Holland. Another foul on Holland. And he doesn't have a yellow card. I'd say he's probably pretty close. Oh, Walsh left it fly. That one's hooking right into the hands of Waterhouse. The ball had top corner written all over it. Senra gets there first. That was clean. I'm glad the ref let them play through that one. He saw it right. To O'Toole, he's going to have a chance. He gets there first, but he's pushed down. The ref waves off any sort of foul. Corner kick awarded to the Vikings. I don't think that was enough for a PK either.
Hey, keep it up! Keep it up!
The refs made some questionable calls today. Those two were two non-call and right call there in the last 30 seconds or so. Low spinning ball. Got caught up underneath the foot of De Silva and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick. Different tactic that time. Instead of going high and deep, short and straight, low to the ground. O'Toole leaps for it. Xavier back in there, got a toe on it. Can he get around the defender? Oh, he waited on the ball. Now a burst. He gets to the end line where he's tripped up. Clean play. Deem the official. We play on. Already back to midfield. No numbers for the Corsairs. Everybody yelling for a handball on the Vikings bench. They saw something the ref didn't. Corsairs keep it. Pass into space, far side of the field. Perfect spot for a crosser. Turned away by Flynn. Crossing ball. And there's a shove from behind. It goes out of bounds. Goal kick. The setup from Paolo Frias. Looking for Rivas out in front. And those two players look alike. I thought Frias was Rivas. Like the same style hair, the same build, they run the same. Goodness, brothers from another mother, those two right there. Here's O'Toole. Gets a shot off. It's hard off the left foot. Saves made. Waterhouse down on his shoulder to make it. 10.5 minutes left in the game. We're knotted at 1. It's going to be a race to the finish line here. That is sky high. That might bring down more rain with it. The rain that was expected. Good battle between O'Toole and Rhines. Play right up underneath the camera here. The Vikings will now send it center. Thought about flipping the field. O'Toole finds Xavier. Stops on the end line. Fantastic pass to get it to him. Xavier challenges the defender on the end line and forces a corner kick. Under 10 minutes. Clock will round down on 9 minutes as Brendan Walsh plays this corner. Great ball to Davis. It's headed on net. Caught by Waterhouse. That's the best one we've seen from Walsh. Waterhouse able to track it the whole way. Things have opened up here. Brites sends it back middle. A follow-up. Spins towards the corner. Not a good attempt. That'll happen. Holland sends it far post over the intended target, headed away by Nelly, and Davis on the sideline. The ball trails off his foot out of bounds with 8 minutes left. Holland gets drilled by O'Toole. That'll bring out the yellow. Referee told O'Toole you ran right through him, didn't play the ball. O'Toole responded with, "You love those cards, man." That is the 5th given out today. 5th yellow card, 3 for the Vikings, 2 for the Corsairs. And here is Leclerc, the man of the hour for the Corsairs. Puts this one in the air. Heck of a ball there as well. This is trouble on a hop. Chassis decided to let Senra handle it. And that was a well-thought-out plan in about a moment to think about it. He could have got caught out of the net. Now here's a long pass. That one's going to slide past Leclerc towards the corner where he'll keep it in. Flipped on net, but behind the net. Another minute has passed. Chassis going to set up a goal kick. Doesn't seem to be a lot of urgency when there probably should be. And here we go. They play it short to Flynn. Off the chest of O'Toole to the turf. O'Toole looking for a long cross. He has Davis. Headed by the Corsairs. Davis undercuts the defender. Able to get it back for the Vikings. Walsh to O'Toole from straight away. It's blocked and cleared back to midfield. 6 minutes to play. De Silva with it. Flynn dribbles up, looks around, decides on Xavier. Flick over to Hunane. Wally, far post. Davis is there, headed away for the second time by Jed Tileman. Back-to-back plays, Tileman, right place, right time. Preventing any sort of shot attempt. This is flip middle. Xavier got a toe on it. Who is it off last? It's deflected off of the Corsairs and Gagner, and it'll be a corner. Senra makes his way out there. Five minutes left. Centering ball, it's loose. Xavier tried to score. It's punched away by Waterhouse. And now it's kicked clear over the stands up against the building. Whistle has come. And the call goes against the Vikings. Frantic play for the ball out in front of the net. It was loose. Xavier thought he was going to score. He had it. But it deflected off a body right on the goal line. And somehow the Corsairs escape. The Vikings' only goal this afternoon coming on a Senra corner in the first half, and they almost did it twice. Davis had a shot at it too. And now the Corsairs back the other way. And the pass just behind Seth Lee. Lee was going to have room to fire. The pass came a step behind him. Here's Davis. He's going to have space to work with. One of the best ball handlers on the team. As the defender's closing in, gets it to O'Toole, but he runs into trouble. Turned back the other way by the visitors. At midfield. It's Paiva. He shoots. It's blocked. And it'll be a corner. Off of Flynn. And out. Under 3 minutes to play. And it's Braden LeClaire, the Corsairs goal scorer, the only one this season who's put it in the back of the net. He tied it at 1, looking to assist or win it here. Can't do it, a poor corner. Corsairs able to keep it though. That one stays on the turf, and it might have spun wide of the net. But it was close and dangerous, and it forced Chassis to make a save. A bomb of a punt from Chassis, intended for Xavier. Skims off the head of a Corsair, back to Waterhouse. Under 2 minutes to play. Waterhouse sends a knuckleball about 50 yards, headed by Senra. Hunane to Xavier. He watches it fall in front of him. He gets a shot away. He scores! Vanilton Xavier with 1:37 left. Two 2-1 Vikings. Coach Correa wanted it pregame. He got it. And he'll wear the yellow card with pride as he puts his shirt back on. Celebration is what the card came for. It is not going to matter. He blasted it past Waterhouse. And that could be the game winner. A minute 37 left. I mentioned earlier in the game he didn't need to do a lot to keep the defender away from him. He had him on his left hip. He just opened up enough space to put a rocket off his right foot into the back of the net. Possibly pick up win number 3 on the season for the Vikes here in the final minutes. Incredible. There have been a few times in the game where the ball has been bouncing past him. He hasn't been able to settle it. And he finally did. And
1 minute
struck
remaining.
gold. It's a long fly ball. Caught by Waterhouse. 45 seconds to play. Final push here for the Corsairs, who have just had their heart ripped out. O'Toole keeps it in. Gets shoved into the flag post. He and Rivas exchange some words there in the corner. As Aaron always has something to say. 15 seconds left.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the final horn sounds. The Vikings win it 2-1. The Corsairs thought they were going to walk away from Alumni Field with a tie or possibly a late win, but Vanelton Xavier put a huge X across that thought with his 3rd goal of the season, his biggest of the year so far, the game winner for the Vikings with a minute 37 left. Number 9, feeling fine this afternoon. 2-1 the final. The Corsairs head home 0-4, even though they did pick up their first goal of the year by Leclerc. The Vikings improved to 3-1. They'll head back on the road for their next game. Goals by Hunain, and of course, Vanelton Xavier, the game winner. Dylan Senra with the assist on the Hunain goal. And we will head out from Alumni Field with a Vikings win. 2-2 the Vikings Athletics go on this Saturday afternoon. We will be back in a few days with women's soccer. And for all of us here at Salem State, I'm Jess Burton. Hope you enjoyed this one. We did. We'll see you then.
They said it, but I don't think it was.
Thomas.
Get some ice. No more place.
Kyle, nice job. Yo, dude, what a tough. Oh, yo, so like this.
Ball's on this side?
job, young man. So we didn't get the judge this evening. Your brother didn't get on the field.
What do we got, yellow?